Welcome to Feast of Tabernacles. You may be seated. Let's go to Ezekiel 39:7. Read.
So will I make my holy name known in the midst of my people Israel, and I will not let them pollute my holy name any more, and the heathen shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh, the Holy One in Israel.
Now I'm going to read the next verse for you. Behold, it is come, and it is done, saith Yahweh ben Yahweh. This is the day whereof I have spoken, wherein I am making my holy name known in the midst of you, the so-called blacks of America, my people Israel. And I am now not letting you, my people, pollute my holy name anymore. I'm demanding moral behavior. And what's the purpose of all this? I'm going to make the heathen know that I am who I say I am. That great I am. Am I doing it? There are other people who have taught us that we're Hebrew Israelites. Some taught for 50 years, the last 50 years, that we're Hebrews. But not one of them taught you Yahweh. Not one of them made Yahweh known among us, because that was my job, singular, I. Behold, so will I, me, no one else, make my holy name. I'm here to make my name, my holy name, known in your midst. I think I have just about done it. So I have made my holy name known in your midst. And I'm making the heathen to know that I am Yahweh, ben Yahweh, the Holy One in Israel. That's why they come in. Only one person can talk like this. That's the one that's doing it. So the question is not if I'm the one. The question is, have I accomplished this fact? Has anyone accomplished it beside me? Has anyone before me accomplished this fact? Then now that I have accomplished it, who can come behind me? Anybody comes behind me, the world has to admit I'm the first. I'm Alpha. And since I'm Alpha, I got to be Omega. The book tells you something else. Say, even if you don't believe my words. John 14:11. Read.
Believe me that I am in the Father and the Father in me, or else believe me for the very work's sake.
Praise God. My works is making my holy name known in your midst. Since I am the resurrection, my work is resurrecting you from the dead. And once you are resurrected, and then you can bear witness that you have been indeed raised from a dead level to stand upright, perpendicular to the earth. Makes you a witness? That's my work. You have to believe me for my work. When I take a people who had no pride and create a group, ever increasing in numbers, who now have pride, that's my work. When I take a people who did not know their nationality, lost and without hope, find them, give them hope, and they now know their nationality, their identity, that they're Hebrew Israelites, and they stand up before the world and dress in culture and say, see me? I have my own daddy. Yahweh, that's my work. Praise Yahweh. When I take men and women who were smoking and drinking and doing drugs and using profane language and Clean all of that up. Those are my works. So if you don't believe my words, how are you going to deny my works? You are my fruit. Now, the book tells you something about my fruit. A tree is known. Matthew what? 12:33. Read.
Either make the tree good and his fruit good, or else make the tree corrupt and his fruit corrupt. For the tree is known by his fruit.
So, you as my fruit identify that I'm Yahweh ben Yahweh. And you witness my testimony, which identifies who I am. Now the question has always been, who in the world will ever have the nerve to wake Jacob the lion's whelp up? Who has the nerve to stir you up? Numbers 24:9. Read.
He couched, he lay down as a lion, and as a great lion. Who shall stir him up?
That's talking about you. You couch as a lion. That's an allegory for what tribe? Judah. And what did Yahweh choose Judah to do? How long? All right, so Judah is laying down, sleep. Though you're asleep, my people, you are as a great lion. A lion is called what in the jungle? King. So the scripture is saying here that you, Judah, you have couched down and laying down sleep, but you are really a great king. And your characteristic is somewhat as a lion, making you dangerous. Sure enough, boy, my people are dangerous. They rock. So Yahweh asked the question, who in the world will have nerve to stir him up? Well, I told Yahweh, I'm the one, I'll stir you up. Everybody's afraid of you. Can you understand the allegory? Isaiah 11:1.
And there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots.
Now, what is that? Prophecy. Here is a prophecy of the Son of Yahweh, God, coming, telling you who his relatives are, telling you who he's kin to, telling you his heredity. See, when white folk come and investigate me, they don't want to tell you that I am a rod out of the stem of Jesse and a branch. See, because out of Jesse comes who? David, the type. They don't want to tell you I'm the anti-type. They want to limit me to some biological location. They don't want to take me on back. So here's a prophecy talking about my righteous rulership. Verse 2. Let's understand what kind of mind I will have. Let's see what kind of wisdom or what kind of mentality is mine. This as the stem of Jesse reads.
And the Spirit of the Lord Yahweh shall rest upon him.
Now rest means it's not going nowhere. See, when you go to rest in your bed, you don't be getting up to go nowhere. I'm here to rest. That means you're going to stay right there. If you need me, I'm here in my bed resting. So the Spirit of Yahweh is resting upon me. Don't worry about it. It's just a temporary visitation. Read.
The Spirit of wisdom and understanding, the Spirit of counsel and might, the Spirit of knowledge and of the fear of the Lord Yahweh.
Where's all this? Resting in me. These are my spirits. If you look at this, you'll count 7. I have perfection in me. That makes me perfect. I am complete. These spirits, 7 spirits, make me complete and makes me one with Yahweh. Now what does this perfect spirit of Yahweh upon me do for me? In verse 3, read.
And shall make him of quick understanding.
See, all of this will make me to understand quickly. Whatever. What good will it do you to try to run a game on me? Think I'll be slow to understand? Some people say, well, I want to tell you this. I hope you understand, Yahweh ben Yahweh. I laugh all the time when people say they hope I understand. When you read this, you ought to know I understand it before you finish talking about it. This tells you what kind of man you're up against, or what kind of man you are with, or what kind of man you have with you. This is God with you, that has the spirit of Yahweh resting upon him. The spirit of wisdom. Where's the limit? They say a little wisdom, some wisdom. There's no limit. The spirit of wisdom. No limit. There's only one man that has the spirit of wisdom with no limit, and that's Yahweh. Well, that's what I got. Say, I would have it. Do I demonstrate it? And I would have understanding. No limit. I don't see a limit here. Didn't say some understanding, a lot of understanding. And I would have a spirit of counsel. And I would be mighty. I would have the spirit, mental might. No wonder Isaiah 9:6 say that I would be the mighty God. Where does it take place? In the mind. And the spirit of knowledge. And guess what? I have the fear of Yahweh. And I teach you to fear Yahweh. Verse 3 again. Read all of it.
And shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of the Lord Yahweh. And he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears.
You got it? I'm a judge. I'm the judge. And look what kind of judge I am. I don't even pay any attention to what my eyes think they see. Oh, that doesn't mean I excuse you for immorality. But it also means that things are not always as they appear to you. That's why your job is simply do Leviticus 5:1, report. Neither do I judge you behind hearsay, with the ears. Read on, verse 4.
But with righteousness shall he judge the poor, and reprove with equity for the meek of the earth. And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked.
See how I fight? I do not need weapons formed by the hands of men. In order for me to kill the wicked, I don't need weapons that men make. See what my weapons are? I smite the whole earth with the rod of my mouth. I just smite the earth. I mean, you look up the word smite. The whole earth is under my power, under my mouth. I do to the earth what I want to with my mouth. They gonna run their mouth, but only my mouth counts. The devil thinks they can hinder my work by what they write. But I'm the one. Read.
Smite, to inflict a heavy blow on with or as if with a hand, a tool, a weapon, or the like. To drive or strike a tool, weapon, or the like, forcefully onto or into something else. to attack, damage, or destroy by or as if by blows.
I will destroy the earth with my mouth as if by blows. It will have the same effect. So what I speak is no small matter. It's no small thing. Read on.
To afflict.
Afflict. I have the power to afflict the earth, and I must do it. Books say I shall do it. I shall afflict the earth. Come on.
To afflict retributively.
Smite.
Smite. Chasten or chastise.
I will chastise the earth. How? There it is, with the rod of what? My mouth. I'm chastising the earth. All you wicked kings, all of you immoral rulers and people of the earth, hear the words of Yahweh. Become moral, I'm going to destroy you. I can destroy you with the rod of my mouth, and I'm in the process of doing the same. You can't stop me. You don't know how to fight. Smite.
Smite. To affect sharply with deep feeling.
Look at that. I have the power to affect the earth sharply with deep feeling. How? With the rod of my mouth. I mean, when I write an article, it's devastating. Every time I write an article, it's overwhelming. Every time I write an article, it's destructive to the wicked, those that love immorality. If I'm the one, you have to ask the question, am I doing it? See, if I say I'm the one, I got to be doing this. I have to qualify for every word here. Does it look like the Spirit of Yahweh rests upon me? Does it look like I have the spirit of wisdom and understanding? The spirit of counsel and might? Are you a witness I have the spirit of knowledge? Do I have the fear of Yahweh? Do I have a quick understanding in the fear of Yahweh? Do I not judge after the sight of my eyes? Do I not judge after the hearing of ears? How do I judge the poor? With righteousness. And do I give the rich people one judgment and the poor another? Equity. So I fit all this. Am I attacking the world with the rod of my mouth? Huh? Am I? I said they're the devil. That's an attack with the rod of my mouth. They are all immoral. Is that attacking the world with the rod of my mouth? It hurts too, doesn't it? Doesn't it hurt folks? Pierces their heart. Oh yes, it pierces the heart. I'm here to slay the wicked. Slay. How do I slay the wicked? With the breath of my lips. I smite the earth with the rod of my mouth, and I slay the wicked. How?
The breath of your lips.
With the breath of my lips. I'm also going to breathe the breath of life into the dry bones too. I have a powerful breath. My breath must be significant. Slay.
To kill violently.
To kill how?
Violently.
Violently. I mean, I have so much power that I can slay the wicked violently with just the breath of my lips. I'm a pretty unusual fellow. Slay.
Slay. To kill violently as in battle. To overwhelm as with laughter or love.
I'm overwhelming you with love. I love you even though you be crazy sometimes. How many admit that you have been crazy since you know me? Just act kind of foolish sometimes. I don't know why I did that. Don't you? You can't say you're perfect. You know you do. I don't know why in the world did I do that. I still love you. You my babies just the same. I don't say still love you. I come to help you and love you just the same. Praise Yahweh. And as a good father, I'm also going to spank you and punish you when you do wrong. That goes with my love. See, if a father loves his child, he's not going to let him jump into a fire. How many admit that? If a father let his child jump in a river and drown and just sit there and watch and laugh, would you say he loved him? If the child tried to get over into the water and drown, what do you do to the child? Stop him. These definitions really educate us, don't they? The Bible says that the devil, our enemy, is an accuser of our brothers day and night. Turn to Revelation chapter 12, verse 10. Read.
And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation. Now.
Not then. Right now is come the black man of America's salvation. And I'm sure you find it astonishing that someone can be in my presence for years and not understand my message. But on the other hand, you shouldn't be astonished, because it is already written who would come to me. Job tells you all about it. Job chapter 2 verses 1 through 6 lays it out real beautifully, that when the sons of Yahweh would come to present themselves to me, Satan would also come. Your trouble is knowing the tares that look just like the wheat. Evidently the sons didn't know who Satan was, but Yahweh did. The sons of Yahweh must have mistaken Satan for one of them, because the sons didn't ask any questions. Sons came and Satan came too. He was disguised and hidden from them. So it is with those who come here who are black and nappy-headed and look like you, and they say, praise Yahweh ben Yahweh. And you who are my sons and daughters can't tell the ones that are not. That's why you be shocked when they pull out. My sons and daughters can't leave me. You can't pay my sons and daughters to leave me, no amount of money or anything. Praise Yahweh. Glory. Satan has to come. He comes with you, looking like you. I told you on the interview that you can't tell who Satan is by color. Lucifer was black. Snake doesn't like moral behavior. You don't even like it. And when I invite you snakes to get out, why don't you vipers get away from me? You know why they won't go? Who wants to know why these black snakes won't leave? They know that you're going to heaven and they don't want you to go. They want to bite you. They want to poison your mind to keep you from going. Praise Yahweh. A serpent is a skillful fella. He's a deceptive fella. That's why Yahweh painted him as a snake. You go out in the bush and the snake looks like the terrain. Whatever he's around, that's what he looks like. You have to be aware of snakes to be looking for him to even spot him. Are all the snakes in here? No, they're all over your community, all over America. Everyone who's telling you, you shouldn't go down there. You mean you going down there? You going to be a part of that cult? Man, I thought you had more sense than that. So you going to let that man brainwash you? Those are snakes too. They read what I write. They reject what I write. And when they see you like what I write, they say, oh, wow, there's one that's going to be a ruler. He looks like a son of Yahweh. Let me bite his mind, poison her mind, so she won't be a part of Yahweh. Don't you go down there. Your mother is your snake sometimes. Your daddy and your brother and your sister and your husband and your wife and your children are your snakes sometimes. Your so-called friends are your snakes sometimes. Read Revelation 12:10. Read. Now is your salvation. This time, right now, this night, this day, this is your salvation. I am your salvation, and the devil knows it. Why else would the devil come to me? I'm still here doing my work as it's prophesied. Now is your salvation. Read.
Now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God Yahweh and the power...
Hold it. See what is come? Now is come your salvation. Me. Now is come your strength. You have not had the strength to resist Satan until I am come. Now you have strength to resist Satan. When you look at me, handle the devil. When you look at the all-powerful snake charmer, snake handler, because I created a snake, I ought to know how to handle it. Revelation 12:10. I'm your strength. Now is come your strength, your salvation. And what? Now is come the kingdom of God, the kingdom of Yahweh. When your salvation comes, the kingdom of Yahweh comes with him. When your strength comes, the kingdom of Yahweh comes with him. Read.
And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation.
This is a loud voice. It's so loud these devils cannot stay away from me. My voice is so loud they're coming to me all over America trying to talk to me. Read it again.
And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God Yahweh and the power of his Son Yahweh.
Hold it. See what I got? What do those devils see me with? What has these devils upset that I have? See, they're upset with several things. 4 things I have right there. They're upset because I have salvation. I have strength. I have the kingdom of Yahweh with me, and I have power. See what they're coming up against? They're coming up against the one who has the power is who? The Son, Yahweh ben Yahweh. Yahweh ben Yahweh has the power. Yahweh ben Yahweh has the kingdom of Yahweh. Yahweh ben Yahweh has strength. Yahweh ben Yahweh has salvation. Look what Yahweh ben Yahweh has. Read.
For the accuser of our brethren is cast down.
Now, see what's happening? In the now, when the Son of Yahweh comes with power, salvation, strength, and the kingdom of Yahweh, at that time, in his coming, the accuser is cast down. And I beheld till the throne were cast down. That's it. And now, I am the Ancient of Days, and I am definitely going to sit. Praise Yahweh. What is an accuser?
Accuse. To charge someone or something with a shortcoming or error. Accuse. To bring charges against someone for a misdeed.
The only purpose of the accuser is to charge you with misdeed. No other purpose for coming. In the book it says they brought him before Pilate. Pilate questioned him And he ended up saying, I find no fault with this man. Notice the devil nowhere in the interview is dealing with the authenticity of what I teach. Where I went to school is not the issue. The issue is I have come to you, my people, saying you are chosen to be the ruler forever as the tribe of Judah. You, so-called black men of America, are Hebrew Israelites. That is your nationality. That's the issue. The issue is your name is not Johnson and Smith, Culpeper, Roundtree, and Overtown, Underwood, Blueberry. The issue is your name is Israel. And any name other than Israel for you is an abomination. That's the issue. The issue is your culture, your history, and your language is Hebrew. That's the issue. The issue is you're the nation of Israel. You're the children of the Most High, Yahweh, by blood, flesh, and bone. That's the issue. The issue is you have a land, all of North Africa, a small part that's called Israel today. It's just a piece of it. That's the issue. The issue is America is not our home. The issue is we must be set free and allowed to leave America and be restored as our nation Israel. That's the issue. The issue is there's not another man in America teaching your redemption, salvation, and reformation but me. Then who am I? I'll tell you who I am. Yahweh ben Yahweh. But she's going back to accuse me of being a slave. She's going to write the real man behind Yahweh ben Yahweh is this slave name. If I were still a slave, there would be no issue about me bringing you freedom. But is that the issue? That's not going to save anybody. What's the devil about? Accusing me of what? Misdeeds. Come on.
Accuse. To make an accusation against someone.
All right, look up accusation and then misdeed.
Accusation. An act of accusing. An allegation.
Allegations. They always say allege. Allege means it may or may not be true. No proof at all. Accuse a person without proof. Only a devil will do that. Come on.
A formal charge brought before a court against a person stating that he is guilty of some punishable offense.
That is what they're doing to me. And their court is public opinion. And when you put something in black and white that is not true and unverifiable, it is a formal charge before the court of public opinion. Look up misdeed and then allege.
Misdeed. A wicked, immoral, or illegal deed.
See what the devil has come to do? Accuse of misdeeds. To accuse me of wickedness. To accuse me of immorality. Huh? What a devil. The teacher of righteousness is suffering an enemy to come among us to ask me questions, not for our righteousness' sake, but to accuse us, to put in black and white, to put in print lies, assassinate my character in the minds of the public. You that fall for it, good. I think it's wonderful. If it makes you weak, great. I think it's fabulous. But you that are chosen will come through all of this, and we'll all be standing on Mount Zion together. All of this shall pass. All right, let's read this again now. Revelation 12:10. Let's go right on down and finish this. Read.
And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, Now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God Yahweh and the power of his Son Yahweh ben Yahweh. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God Yahweh day and night.
No rest from the accuser. 24 hours a day I am to be accused. So are you. Now, Revelation 12 and about 5 tells you the propaganda that's coming as if a flood. Revelation 12, 15 and 16. Let's read.
And the serpent cast out of his mouth.
Now check out the serpent. The devil is going to bring out of her mouth. Read.
Water as a flood after the woman.
Water as a flood means propaganda, accusations, false propaganda like a flood. A flood is a crisis. A flood is an abundance. A flood is destructive. A flood overflows. These devils are going to be writing about me big time. Be aware it's finally here. They're going to have a flood of propaganda all over America. It's going to be coming. And it seems like it cooled down. They're going to come again and come and just a flood of it. You just got to look for it. See, I have to do John 16:13 to prepare you for things to come. And it's supposed to start where I am. See, a prophet is without honor in his own country, so in the city in which I live, that's where they're supposed to get down. Come on.
That he might cause her to be carried away of the flood.
I am that woman bringing forth the son who is to rule the world with a rod of iron. You are that son. I'm the woman bringing you into the knowledge to make you the ruler of the world. So the serpent is upset, but all the serpent can do to me is bring out a flood of propaganda out of their mouth. Don't be trying to touch me and carry on. So they're limited to come out with the mouth. But it's coming like a flood. Come on.
And the earth helped the woman.
The earth is going to help me. The earth is the people. The people are going to help me. The people of earth are going to help me as this happens. Come on.
And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood which the dragon cast out of his mouth.
There it is. Did we finish verse 16? And it told you that she hoped that I would be carried away of the flood. That was 15. The desire is for me to be carried away. Read 15 again. Read.
And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood.
Got it? Hoping the false propaganda would carry me away out of the sight of the people of the earth, and hope I would drown in the flood and be no more. That can't work. Those whom Yahweh has put in my hand, no flood can wash you out. After the flood, you'll be right in my hand. Praise Yahweh. Oh, Yahweh is glorious and wonderful. And I hope you've enjoyed the night, and I'm sure we are well prepared for the devil's best shot.